Joining me now is U.S. wheelchair rugby co-captain Chuck Aoki. Chuck has been to both the 2016 Paralympic Games in Rio and the 2020 Paralympic Games in Tokyo. He'll be competing in this year's Paralympics at the end of August. He is a three-time medalist. We are so grateful that you are here. Okay, tell us about the emotions that you felt yesterday watching these opening ceremonies, knowing that you're just about to compete as well.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Elizabeth. Yeah, the opening ceremony is such a special moment as a member of Team USA or any Olympic team, really, or Paralympic team, because, it's this moment where all the nations come together, and it's just so incredible to see. Obviously, the last games in Tokyo were really challenging, during the pandemic still. And so last night, you just felt the energy, the spirit of the games coming back, this bringing of the world together. So we were watching it last night as a team, and it got us all fired up and excited. Like, that's going to be us in just a month. But we're super pumped to watch Team USA compete at the Olympics, and know they're going to be phenomenal. They've already begun being phenomenal.
Now, tell me about some of the emotions. I was talking to Nick Smith earlier, and there was some issues. Obviously, we talked about the arson attempts prior to the games. You are really in the zone, right? Can you sort of walk us through maybe what some of those athletes experienced yesterday?
Yeah, I think what folks don't necessarily know about the opening ceremony is you see the boat and the parade and all that wonderful. But for us, it actually starts probably 6 or 7 hours before. First of all, you've got to put on the very nice outfits we have put on. That takes some time. Then there's a lot of time you spend staging, getting ready. So it's a lot of hurry up and wait. And so I think for us, as athletes, you try to, what's going on. You try not to pretend it's not happening. But at the same time, you really just focus on what you can control, which is something we all do as part of our training anyway. And so for us, it's usually like, oh, we got another delay? No worries. We'll just sit tight and hang out. So it's a lot of just sort of waiting for that moment of excitement.
Was there a difference that you felt in 2016 prior to competing and then 2020, right? You had done it before, just this year. Now it's not your first rodeo. Is there a difference, or do you still just get so much adrenaline?
Oh, I still get so much adrenaline, Elizabeth. It's a one-of-a-kind type of moment. There's nothing like wearing USA across your chest, representing a country, playing in front of thousands and thousands of people, being on TV. It's a really special thing. I tell people, if I ever stop getting the butterflies in my stomach and the heart rate start racing, I'll stop doing it, because that means it's not as special. But every single match I play, I still get those butterflies going, and it means you're doing something that's really exciting and really important.
Okay, have you watched any competitions so far that are your favorite? I'm sort of curious on what your take on Friday, and then obviously we're watching it today.
Yeah, so I've watched a little bit of the men's rugby. Yep. They started actually before the opening ceremony. They didn't do quite as well as they wanted to. Team USA did. But I'm really looking forward to watching swimming. Swimming is always one of my favorites in the Olympics. Katie Ledecky, my buddy Reagan Smith, is going to be incredible. And then, of course, the women's rugby team is phenomenal. And as a basketball fan, I can't wait to watch both the women's and men's team just get after it, and I'm certain bring home gold medals. Okay,
but you may not have too much time to watch, right? I mean, you're competing soon, so are you in the middle of training? Where are you right now? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm actually in Birmingham, Alabama right now. I'm in our last training camp for our national team before we head over. So we've been here for about 4 days. We're here for about 4 more days, kind of getting our last little things dialed in and prepped up. It's close enough now that it's not like we can really do anything wholesale, but we can really fine tune and keep working up until the very last minute to make sure we're at our absolute best to make sure we bring home gold. So yeah, we're in our final stage of preparation ourselves, but we're certainly finding plenty of time to check in on our other half of Team USA to watch them.
Oh, certainly. And obviously you do have a number of medals, but I know you're really itching for that gold. So what's going to be different for you this year? How do you get through that mentality and keep the motivation to get the gold?
Yeah, well, at its core, I love what I'm doing. It's better than a real job, I like to say. Competing for Team USA is the greatest honor and privilege I've ever had in my life. I'm going to keep doing it. And I think for this year's team, we've got a really incredible dynamic. We've got 6 players who've been to multiple Paralympics before. We've got 6 first-timers. So we've got a great mix of youth and energy and excitement. We've got our Gen Z on the team, so I'm learning all sorts of new slang. So I think that's keeping us very relaxed and calm. But overall, I think we've got great leadership. We've got a great team. And I think, like you said, we've got a great mix of energies that are gonna help us bring home gold.
Okay, so once you learn the Gen Z slang, why don't you go ahead and send it my way, because I need all the help that I can get. I've got a preteen. I appreciate that. Well, we wish you so much luck. We are grateful that you joined us, and keep us posted. USA Wheelchair Rugby captain Chuck Aoki, thank you for joining us, and enjoy Birmingham.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.